I grew up in a place where if you have an idea, you make it. I was a professional athlete. I ran track and field, and I had a very inspiring coach that kept me focused and let me realize that there are things that you have to be extremely focused to achieve. And this is something that we are going to need in order to survive. I'm Alison Dring. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Made of Air. Made of Air produces carbon negative materials for manufacturing. I've been working in the built environment for a long time. We started to see that with all this mass volume of material going into buildings, just being environmentally friendly, just being carbon neutral, wasn't going to do very much to help us out of the climate situation that we were seeing was getting worse and worse. And our position was that things that we make, things that we build, should be active against the problem and should do better than carbon neutral. And so in 2010, we started our first material concepts. We started looking at carbon sequestration strategies, and we came across biochar. You hear a lot about forests being carbon sinks only while the trees are alive. And biochar is a process of taking that plant material and baking it at a really high temperature in a low oxygen oven and converting that CO2 into carbon and making sure that that CO2 never goes back into the atmosphere. What became clear to us was this was a material strategy. This was the kind of thinking with a very simple process that we were already doing. We already have crops, we have forests, we grow plant materials. This was a way, perhaps, to link the carbon sequestration to a waste material that we were already making. And we just saw it as a material. It's black. It kind of has this sort of somewhere between plastic and stone feeling. It's slightly waxy. I think it's very, very touchable. It feels a little cooler than plastic. It's not quite mineral. The material is carbon negative, which means that we're pulling more CO2 out of the air than we emit in making it, which means that all the products that we make from this material become carbon sinks. I love making things. That's always been at the root of what I wanted to do. If it involves technology, if it involves the climate, for me, it has to be real. I find that very exciting when something is tangible and when you can see it take shape.